Alright y'all, so in today's video I want to talk about creating the person that you admire and appreciate when you look in the mirror, and this was a hard one for me because when I had my old habits, I wasn't really manifesting in my soul a better version of me. When you're living a lifestyle that come with these bad habits, you're kind of just doing it to yourself at that moment. And a big thing for me is like living in the moment, because when you're living in the moment, you're actually living abundant and you're actually knowing how you're feeling. If you're just living with expectation and a fear of like loss, or it could be like these things that hold you back to a better self of you need to get rid of that. You know what I mean? People don't come here and be like, oh, okay, and they don't blame shit on you. You know what I mean? Everything is blamed upon yourself. The world is how you make it. You know what I mean? And when you look in the mirror, you want to admire who you see, and you want to tell your story to other people, and how you made it, and how how much it took, how much discipline it took to be the better version of you. You know what I mean? Now, I'm not the best version of myself, but you know I want to put a word out there for people who are trying, at least, so I can help them get to a better version of themselves. And this is not easy when it comes to like self-improvement, discipline, daily habits. Like I said, the world is what you make it. It's not what it is, it's what you make it. Now, you have to understand, within time, bro, you have freedom. You know what I mean? You have freedom to choose, you have freedom, to live. But you can't go in life moving forward just doing stuff based upon how you feel. You know what I mean? Because you have to understand, bro, we're living in a realm where it's a godly realm. I'm talking about spiritual, but you can literally, time goes on and on and on. You know what I mean? And feelings, relationships, everything goes on. So when you're ever, feeling hungry, or getting a temptation, you have to understand, bro. It's just like it flies, bro. Things go freely. And when you're doing things and you're disciplining yourself, you know what I mean, the longer you wait, the bigger the reward. Right now I'm fasting. It's been like, what, almost 2 days, almost a 2-day fast right now, and I feel like shit, not gonna lie. But I just been drinking water, and trying to hydrate myself fully. You know what I mean? But this is making me the better person. It's gonna make me appreciate and admire the person when I look in the mirror. You know what I mean? I'm about to hit the gym right now too, so. But people who aren't taking these steps to become the better version of you, bro, you're doing something wrong, because ultimately you want to make the best version of yourself. Be successful. You don't want to live that normal lifestyle, bro. If you look around you, bro, how many people, are living the lifestyle that you want? You know what I mean? You gotta ask yourself this question. You might want that Rolls Royce. I'm not saying be attached, because when you're attached, you don't want that shit. You know what I mean? But how many people are living that lifestyle you want, that is around you? And these are for the people that, are still trying to succeed, or still trying to look up to someone. But, you want to do it. You ultimately want to create the best version of you, so you can prosper and give to the world. You know what I mean? This is a huge one, bro, especially for people that are trying. But it starts with discipline. It starts internally. If you're not going to do it for yourself internally, then you cannot do it externally. You know what I mean? So you have to understand the purpose and abundance of who you are first, and your feelings. And that's why I say, like, control yourself. Control yourself to the fullest in all areas of your body. You know what I mean? And this is free game, bro. You know what I mean? If you want to live abundant, it's going to take years, bro. It's going to take years and years. But if you're not willing to put in that work for years and years and years, this ain't for you. But for the people who want to actually start and actually, take that step and get up off their ass, and, say, today's the day, and I'm willing to grind years, this video is for you. You know what I mean? So, become the person you admire when you look in the mirror. Hit the gym every day. Keep grinding. I know the struggle's real. I know it's not easy, but, you always have to live in the moment and understand the feeling, to become the better person. So, if you guys learned something from this video, I really appreciate it. Please drop a like, subscribe. Give me the 500, y'all. So I just made a new motivational channel too, so I'm gonna start uploading there too, backup videos, If you guys ever need some more advice, I'll do that on there too. So make sure you guys subscribe, drop a like, and keep pushing my channel, man. I really appreciate all the support. And I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Peace.